Hi, I'm Steve Anderssen and I'm here again to talk to you about Vaggoglicious brand management plan. This is a continuation from assessment 2. This is assessment 3 where we work out where the brand is going to go and how it's going to get to market. So in the last assessment, we worked out the Vaggoglicious logo and we worked out also the initial flavour, which is jambalaya. But since then, I've fleshed out the design a little bit more of the plant bolognese sauce, eggplant dal makhani, Vietnamese satay, and coconut chickpea curry. To start with, I'd just like to make it clearly understood that for the purpose of this project management analysis, I'll be concentrating on the design services provided by Anderssen Creative, which is me. However, there's a process that's got to come before me doing the packaging. So that process would have been done by what I'm calling Client Foods Proprietary Limited. This whole part of the process is made up, obviously, because it's not an actual product. First up, we have a BOM, which is a bill of materials for the 5 stand-up pouches that I'm designing. I have mapped out all the different elements on the pack, front and back, so that I can tell what is needed, what is going to go where, and the basic structure of all the details that are going onto the pouches. Obviously, I'll need a different BOM for each of the different flavours because the details will change slightly, particularly the nutrition information and the ingredients. A lot of the other details will stay the same though. The other half of the bill of materials is the table where it shows every numbered part of the package. They all have reference numbers and a phase of the project, and also the source details, meaning that some of these elements are assigned to Anderssen Creative and some of these elements need to be provided by Client Foods Proprietary Limited. There's also added details to help with the information flow between both parties. So then I've made a project timeline, which is a visual representation of what tasks need to happen in what order. Now you'll see the blue tasks, they're all Client Foods Proprietary Limited. Things like having to make the recipe and research and their facilities within their organisation of how they produce the actual product. And that's where I come in at phase 11 with the green. All the green boxes show my process of what I need to do, all the way through to production to the end. One would think that you could just come up with a product and get it on a supermarket shelf somehow. It's all built around relationships between the provider of the product and the supermarket buyers and brokers and industry partners. They have lots of conversations way before the pitch ever happens. If you try to cold pitch at a supermarket, you will fail. Next, there's the design management model canvas, and we'll go right to the heart of the matter in the center, the value proposition. Design a visual language and a brand identity for a new refrigerated vegan supermarket product range in sustainable packaging. The new value proposition is for me to develop a strategy to take Client Foods Proprietary Limited from a grassroots operation to mass production for supermarket distribution. The rest of the design management model canvas table features all the different parts of the plan, all the detail. It's an overview of everything. A one-stop shop where the client can look at everything all at once. The value proposition canvas hasn't changed a lot since the last time. Just a few minor details have changed. I had to make sure that everything is still true to where we are in this process of developing the product. I delved deeper into the cost analysis BOM for Anderssen Creative Services, which are, I've got to do the branding, the logo design, the packaging design, the finished art for 5 stand-up pouches, website design and the population of their website. I've got to set up their social media because the social media icons need to be on the back of the pack. This is all part of my timeline. The point of sale, I've designed some point of sale cartons for them to sit in, these pouches to sit in on the shelf, and also a style guide so that the branding can remain true to what it's meant to be. I did a BOM for the Client Foods Proprietary Limited for the printing of the packaging and the printing of the cartons. I spoke to the sales representative at Abbey Packaging, and they were very helpful. Had phone conversation and emails going backwards and forwards. They helped me to understand the product and the process. They need a minimum order quantity, or an MOQ, and also digital print. To set that up is a one-off cost, and then to set up the printing with the die form contribution, that's also a one-off cost. Then after that, your printing costs go down. I spoke to the sales rep at QLM Flexibles, and they're the people that are going to be doing the pouches for me. I conferred with them about the design, the size and the details over the phone as well as in email, and we found out the details of what it was actually going to cost. Which brings us to the final part, the triple bottom line. The bottom line is comprised of the profit, the people and the planet. So the profit, to start up with, it's going to be very expensive to start up with. But once they make lots of product and they're producing and they're selling Australia-wide across supermarkets, then they'll be making quite a bit of profit. And of course, most importantly, it shows my profit and what I'm going to charge for the work that I'm going to do. The people part of it, it's an ethical product to start with. It is a good product for the planet. It's the packaging sustainable. It helps the people that are struggling with diet issues and also want a ready-made product for vegans and vegetarians alike. The soft packaging is really transportable, has low food miles, there's no GMO, there's organic certified, there's lots of things good about this product. So it does very well for the people, very well for the planet. In conclusion, the project timeline will be monitored by the Gantt chart. It keeps us on track, both on track. We can see the deadlines. We know how much it's going to cost. We know where the products are going to come from. They know my strategy. They know at which point I'm going to do their social media, what I need to do so. All the things that I need to do this job have been outlined in this project analysis. I also remind Client Foods Proprietary Limited that this is my intellectual property until such time that we sign the contracts. Also, I ask Client Foods Proprietary Limited to register the trademark of the product ASAP. For legal reasons, they must do this and not me. So I want to make sure that they are protected and that I'm protected and that everyone is on the same page, we all understand, and we can move forward and we can all make money together. I hope you've enjoyed my little presentation, and I hope you enjoy my product. It's Vaggoglicious.